Hey, what's going on? Maybe this got already messed up. Sorry for not having a lot of content recently, but I was a little bit busy, but I'm back. So after that messed up opening, what's going on, everybody? My name is Deeks. Welcome back to another Starcraft 2 Heart of the Storm broadcast. This time it is going to be a PvP here on the map, Whirlwind. It's going to be the red Protoss player, Root Gaming's Puck, obviously of Team Roots Gaming, versus the blue Protoss player, MVP Billowy. And Billowy is actually of Team MVP. I was not certain that he was part of Team MVP because I do know some players on Team. I don't know them personally, but I do have an idea of who is on Team MVP, and Billowy is not somebody I've heard of who is on Team MVP, but I did check the team roster. He is indeed on Team MVP with people like NMrUUG, so he is on a team of NMrUUG, one of the best players on in StarCraft 2 history. Who's Billowy, says Rootcats, but Billowy is actually on Team MVP, so he is well known. MVP Lore, so maybe Lore did change his name into Billowy, but Billowy did get into round of 24 GSL Code A, so he's not a player that you should underestimate just because you've never heard of him. In fact, I don't think you should underestimate any player, even though you shouldn't underestimate any players even though you've never heard of them. Like, if you never heard of Idra, or like, that's a bad example because Idra's not on a team anymore, but if you never heard of a person like TLO, like, oh, who's this TLO person? I've never heard of him, but you shouldn't underestimate TLO because he like, if he's unknown, if he's not known but as good as he is right now, then it's not good to underestimate somebody just because you don't know who they are. I just made a terrible analogy, but we're just going to go with it. Both players going to go for mirror builds with cybernetics core. Gas is going down. Puck opting for 2 assimilators. Will Billowy go for... Oh, he already has his 2 assimilators. Okay, so looks like Billowy got his assimilators a little bit early. Yeah, he got them at about the same time, so may we be seeing oracles from Billowy. That's the only reason why I would suspect him going 2 gases very quickly. Although he only has 2 gases and 2 probes on each geyser. That is not a mistake. It is just I think the gas income is a little bit more than 1, but not quite as much as 2 fully saturated. So more than 1 fully saturated, but less than 2 fully saturated ones. So that is what these. That's why there are only 2 probes on gas. No significant tech coming out for either of these players. No Twilight Council, no Robotics Facility, no Stargate coming out quite yet. There is just only 1 gateway for a Puck, 2 gateways from Billowy, and tech. Here goes the tech from Billowy. Stargate. He is going for those 2 Stargates, now getting 3 workers into gas each. So with a lot of gas coming in, both players going for Stargate. So both players going for Stargate. I have a suspicion Billowy is going to go for Oracles because he is getting a lot of gas, although he doesn't have a whole lot right now, but I think he got a lot of gas early on just so he could get an Oracle. But what will Puck go for? Will he go for Oracles as well? He has put down 2 additional gateways. Both players getting their Mothership Core. And yeah, will we see Billy getting an Oracle? I keep almost calling him Billy, but it's Billowy. Like Billowy, like a pillow, but with a B, and he's Billowy. So will no, yeah, yes, an Oracle. It looked like a Void Ray for a second, but it is actually an Oracle. And what will Puck go for? It is going to be an Oracle as well. So both players going for an Oracle. Billowy's Oracle will be out faster, but both players are going for Oracles. Oracles cannot shoot each other. Will he get another Oracle, or will he go for a Phoenix? Another Oracle is a possibility. He doesn't have enough money to do so. No, just going for that Phoenix. And has Puck queued up another unit. What unit will he go for? Another Oracle, another Phoenix, perhaps? Just waiting to see. Nope, not getting another unit quite yet. Billy getting his Phoenix just about coming out. Yes, he will get another Phoenix. So, Puck getting another Oracle. But Oracles can't deal with Phoenixes. They can't do a damn thing against Phoenixes. And these Oracles will not scatter each other. Oh, actually they could scatter each other. They could scout each other. They are moving on a similar paths, but no, they're just out of range of each other, so they will not scout each other. Both players actually taking an expansion. Very risky thing to do. Usually, at least back in Winds of Liberty, it was very risky to go for expansion first, because he who expands first dies in PvP, but of course now coming in for Puck, and he will kill off two probes at least. Billowy's Oracle is not quite at his base quite. Oh, but there are Phoenix here, and this Oracle will get taken out. And now Puck's Oracle, Billy's Oracle coming in, and he has killed off 2 workers. Oh, but he could lose his own Oracle to this Photon Overcharge. No, he has to get out of there. He has to get out of there. He killed 3 workers. No, 4 workers? Oh well. However workers he might have killed. It is pretty even, but both players using their Oracles. Preferably they would not like to lose their Oracles. Another Oracle coming out for Puck, so he will have to do damage with this Oracle as well. But there will be a Phoenix coming out. Excuse me. But Phoenix is coming in for Billy. He could do some more Graviton Beam harassment with these Phoenixes and deal even more damage. But there are Stalkers and a Sentry over there. He is going to kill off 1 probe, 2 probes, and just get away out of there. Another Phoenix joining the party. Looks like there was some issues over here. Cap maybe was lagging just a little bit, but game is underway, and Puck's Oracle is now coming in. This Phoenix over here not quite completed yet. And one probe, 2 probes, 3 probes, 4 probes, 5 probes. That's a significant amount of probes. 6 probes, 7 probes have gone down, and now this Oracle is done for. I think he's done for anyway, but we'll get 8 kills, 9 kills, almost 10 kills. Not sure if he did actually get that 10 kills, but Puck doing significant damage. Harvester count. Billowy is now 28 harvesters to Puck's, now 30 harvesters to Puck's 40, so Puck with a significant work advantage. After that Oracle harassment, this Phoenix will kill off those hallucinated Phoenixes. Oh, this Phoenix could go down. That's also important. Another probe goes down, 2 probes, 3 probes, 4 probes, so Billowy trying to even up the probes loss tab, killing off about 5 probes, so not terrible. Able to equalize it a little bit, but Puck is still ahead in harvester count. He has killed 3 less harvesters than Puck, so a lot of harassment in this early game so far. But besides that, Billy going for a robotics facility. Where is that robotics facility? Our robotics facility over here. While Puck has gone for Twilight. Excuse me, Mouse. Has gone for Twilight Council. Twiligate Council. Yes. It's not a Twilight Council, it's a Twiligate Council because of the G in Twilight. It's obviously Twiligate. And losing 1 Phoenix right there, not a terribly big deal. Well, it is a big deal, but it's not. It's better than losing all of these Phoenixes, so not terrible losing a few Phoenixes. For again, going in to protect those players from any further Phoenix harassment, and Puck getting his own robotics facility as well. Right here, Forge coming out. Shield upgrades coming out for Puck. Very interesting choice. Does Billowy have a forge? Billowy does not have a forge, so he is not getting upgrades quite yet. Puck getting his shield upgrades because shields also affect air units, but I'm not sure if he wants to continue going air units. Not sure why you would get shields and not ground or armor. We'll just have to see what he does with that shield. Generally, armor or weapons is the better upgrade for Protoss unless you are going for heavy airplay. Puck going for Templar Archives, while Billy is going to go for Colossus Tech. So Puck looks like he's going to be going down the path of Archons, which excuse me, which I always find to be not quite as effective. Oh, that Phoenix going down. Archons, I feel like aren't quite as effective as Colossus are just because of how short their range is. But at least they're not vulnerable to air attack just like Colossus are. But oh, double for boss facility and double Colossus being pumped out, so Billowy really committing to Colossus tech, starting to deal extended thermal nets, and Phoenixes will scout this 3rd base, clear off that probe, but not before that probe manages to put down some buildings. Oh, excuse me. Am I really that tired? I don't feel tired. Actually, I kind of do. I kind of feel tired, but it's not a huge deal. Phoenix is just trying to fly around without getting destroyed by these stalkers. They're going to try to get more scouting information done. Billy expanding over here instead of over here. Nothing more to say about that. Both seem to be a pretty good expansion paths, although this path over here might be a little bit more difficult to defend than if you just took this base and only had to defend here and here. So I'm not sure about Billowy's expand path or Puck's expand path. I feel like this expansion over here and here would be better, but I'm not a pro player. I know absolutely nothing about the game. Phoenix is just chilling over here. He might have lost another Phoenix. There's also a possibility. Observer being scouted, losing that Observer. So Puck will be forced to remake those Observers, but he has scouted the Colossus tech. He is getting his own Colossus out now, also getting a second boss facility. So he will be going for double Colossus. Are there any Templars on the field? No Templars, so... yes, here goes 2 High Templars, so he could be starting to get Archons. Yes, get Archons, get Archons. Yes, there goes that Archons. No Storm, and Storm's not the most effective, especially with Pronouns having shields. You'll really only get rid of the shields, and then only then can Side Storm really do a whole lot of damage. But not saying that Side Storm is terrible against Protoss, but Archons definitely are good. You don't actually see Storms a whole lot in PvP, just lots of Colossus, and whatever. And Tempest wouldn't be a bad idea from either player. Both players getting a lot of Colossus, and Tempest would just completely decimate Colossus. So we may see Tempest later on if people want to get if either player wants to get an advantage over the other's Colossus. Puck's starting to get Void Rays into the fight, and eventually with this third base established, he might be able to get a Fleet Beacon and get some Tempests, which would just wreak havoc with Billowy's large Colossus count. And Puck's Colossus count is 1 to 6, so Puck definitely has a Colossus disadvantage. So getting Tempest would definitely help with that Colossus disadvantage. But so far he's just going for Void Rays, which isn't a bad choice either, since Void Rays do deal a lot of damage to those 2 armored units, and Colossus definitely are armored. Yes, armored. 10001 coming out. 001 upgrades for Billowy, and the 011 upgrades coming out for Root Puck. So Puck's upgrades might be what wins him the game, but we can never be sure. Maybe the Void Rays will win him the game, but at this point it is anybody's game. Both players with Billowy with a lot of Colossus, but Puck with getting a lot of Void Rays out on the way, and enough Void Rays and Tempest and other Colossus could be what wins Puck this game. Billowy actually is getting a 4th base as well, a little bit less supply so far. Both harvester counts are even, and Puck with actually a larger army supply. Let's look at the army count. 3 Colossus to 6, 3 Templars to 0, a lot of Zealots, so that's a lot of Zealots. And there aren't really any force fields for Billowy, so he can't really stop those Zealots. I'll have to tank those Zealots, use Archons to tank those Zealots, get his own Zealots, soak up damage with those Archons, deal lots of damage to those Zealots with Archons. Now 2 armor upgrades, 2 attack upgrades versus still 011, but Puck is also getting level 2 weapons as well. This probably going to put down a Proxy Pylon. He is in range of striking distance. Proxy Pylon is in striking distance of this 4th base over here, and Billowy getting a lot of Archon himself, getting a lot of Zealots, and now he's moving across the map with a nearly maxed out army, and these Stalkers in a little bit of bad spot, going to try to focus down these Immortals, but they're just going to get completely shredded by those other Immortals. They got shredded by the Immortals they were trying to take out, so that was a bit sacrificial of those Stalkers, but Puck just going to replace more Zealots, more Void Rays, more Archons, more Zealots, and Puck positioning his army to receive Billowy's army. I'm not sure if Billowy should attack into this. This is a lovely concave, and I'm not sure if Billowy should be attacking into that. Puck putting down a Proxy Pylon over here as well, within striking distance of this Nexus, even closer, but there are 2 cannons there, so he might be able to defend that location with Warpins, and Billowy just standing here, warping in some more Templars, and these Templars are just... Oh, hey, it's my brother. He's mysteriously opening the door to make it look like there's ghosts in the house, but here comes this engagement over here. Hey, say something, bro. Commentate for me.
Oh my gosh, look at all those Colossi.
Yeah, he says there's a lot of Colossus, and there's giant laser beams and Archons and Void Rays shooting at everything. Billowy losing a lot of his Guardians, but there are still tons of Templars. But there is still this one Void Ray doing a lot of damage. This Archon trying to take care of this Void Ray. Who do you think's gonna win? I think Billowy's gonna win. He has so many Colossus. Who do you think's gonna win, bro?
I have no idea.
He just jumped in. He has no idea. He just jumped into this game. So Billowy does have a lower supply though, and Morzon's gonna move in and kill off all those Colossus. Who do you think's gonna win now?
Yeah, I still think Blue's gonna come out on top in this engagement.
Yeah, he still thinks Blue's gonna come out in this engagement, and I think he is correct. Puck trying to warp in a lot of Zealots and high Templars. He says look at the supply difference, and he would be right. What does the army count look like? Yes, Billowy does have a larger army supply, and that is just lovely. Billowy's 4th base is nicely established. Puck not doing anything with this proxy pylon, and Billowy's just gonna move over here, attack from this angle. And Puck absolutely has no defense whatsoever. Gonna take down these rocks. And I think this is over for Puck. What do you think?
I think that's an accurate assessment.
Yeah, he thinks it's an accurate assessment, and I think...
Just need to move in, finish off that Expo, and maybe we'll get a GG out of it.
Billy gonna move in, and Puck is just gonna destroy everything. Although there is a flank coming in over here. That's good positioning from Billowy. And Billy is forced to defend.
Oh, surprise Archon.
Great positioning from Puck, I mean, but more Zealots coming in from Billowy. And Puck's somehow able to still alive. Armor count is a little bit more even. Oh, Zealots coming in over here from this proxy pylon, but there are more Zealots here from Billowy. Going to shoo away those Zealots. And +3 attack coming in from, who is this? From Puck. So what are the upgrades now? Is 012 versus 003. Not sure who wins on top in that engagement, but Puck needs to wait for his +3 to finish, and it is finished, so now he can take that engagement. Does he have a... Yes, he does have an upgrade advantage. That could be what he needs. He's trying to step in a good concave right here, but I don't know who's going to win this battle. Who do you think is going to win this battle? Come on, bro, answer me.
Blue might come out on top.
Yeah, he says Blue might come out on top, and I think he is.
Yeah,
Puck's supply is just dropping, and there goes a GG. So remember, guys, Colossus very good in PvP. Just build mass Colossus, or if you see your opponent going lots of Colossus, get Tempest. That is my advice in PvP. And thanks for watching. Thanks, bro, for coming.
No problem.